The GDR Central Command issues a final ruling about the events of that night. As of 8 a.m., the travel rules will be enforced as written. No more free trips to the west and no trips to the east. The East German government is determined not to be rendered completely irrelevant. Meanwhile, reality and communist rhetoric set out in distinctly different directions.
Events moved so swiftly that people essentially took control of this situation and tore down their government.
40,000 tanks were concentrated in the GDR. They were capable of crushing all resistance and triumphing over any opponent.
I get a phone call from the Soviet diplomat, and he said in a very serious tone, "Moscow is surprised about how the situation at the Berlin Wall happened last night."
The KGB and Kremlin experts finally catch up with the events of the previous night. They demand that the East Germans bring the situation to heel and offer the GDR anything they need in terms of military support. After all, the forces of the Warsaw Pact are massed around Germany. Recently revealed documents disclose that the East Germans mobilized 2 elite urban combat units in response to increasingly angry Soviet communiques. In the end, it is the man who promoted Glasnost who breaks the impasse.
I found out about the events on November 10th from the ambassador. The ambassador told me about Shabovsky's announcement and that they had opened the borders. I said that their actions were correct. On the TV screens, I could see how people expressed their feelings. This proved that the question of unification of Germany had passed over to the most important level, the level of the people.
The East Germans finally give in and stand down. Like everyone else, the soldiers and border guards catch the scent of freedom and celebration.
I talked with Kaczynov. He told me, "Comrade Kantz, the Soviet leadership congratulates you on your courageous decision to open up the wall last night."
Communist Party bosses like Egon Krenz miraculously find themselves congratulated by the Soviets. The war was over, the longest war of the 20th century. With the fall of the Berlin Wall, the Cold War was at an end. Berlin, scarred and wounded by the decades it suffered at the front lines, Berlin became the scene of celebrations.